Hey man, what it is? This is Dean, and I am your host, and this is By Any Means. Man, you already know the Cash App. Everybody that been showing love in the Cash App, PayPal, Super Chat. I just want to say thank you very much. Y'all already know what I'm about to say. I don't care if you leave $1, $10, $1,000. It is much appreciated, yo. Yeah, that's how you stay looking young. You know what I'm saying? Make sure you're drinking your water and you got some ladies in your life. You hear what I'm saying? But anyway, yeah, y'all had to switch it up a little bit. I'm over here, baby butt. Do you understand, baby butt? I ain't seen what. Look, I ain't seen this look since I was 15. But Terence Crawford ain't looking a little suspicious to y'all. Now maybe I got cataracts. Okay, I'm getting older, y'all. Maybe I'm getting cataracts. But Terence Crawford is bigger than Canelo Alvarez. Let's argue about it. I'm sorry. Terence Crawford was bigger than Canelo Alvarez the other night. Did you see the shoulders? Now look, 147 to 168 in 2 years is crazy work. Now, y'all know how I feel about Victor Conti. Y'all know how I feel about Snack and everything they got going on over there, correct? If you understand, type understand. People know why I just said that. Somebody please explain to me how Terence Crawford is bigger than Canelo Alvarez. And I know y'all in the comments gonna be like, "Dean, he taller than Canelo." No, I am not talking about just taller. They was both side by side with Turkey, and Terence Crawford was bigger all around. Canelo just got finished fighting, so that's the biggest Canelo is going to get. Terence Crawford ain't fight yet. Y'all do what y'all want to do with it, but I'm highly suspicious. And y'all choose not to be suspicious, that is on you. All I am saying is either you're suspicious or Bub been a weight bully this whole time. That's why I made this video. Are you suspicious or has Bud been a weight bully? And then people say, well, Dean, Jermell Charlo did it. No, Jermell Charlo has never been at 147. He didn't do this. And if y'all think 147 and 154 is not a drastic difference, well, then just ask Terence Crawford what he thinks about that. That 7 pounds means a lot. And Jermell Charlo has never been as small as Terence Crawford. Terence Crawford started his career at 135. You can't even compare that to Canelo because Canelo started his career at 147, but then he immediately left 147. And that was when Canelo was what, like 17? Terence Crawford is at 135 as a grown man. Now look, and I don't want to hear we can't be suspicious because Victor Conti was highly suspicious of Manny Pacquiao when he was doing the same exact thing, coming down from 106 and 112 all the way up to 147. And people was highly suspicious of Manny Pacquiao the whole time. You had people who wasn't, you had people who was, but it wasn't like it wasn't no question. Just asking, yo. I'm just asking. I'm just saying. Either you're suspicious of Terence Crawford or he has to be a weight bully this whole time. It can't be no in between because we don't see no other fighters jumping 1, 2, 3, 4 divisions in 2 years. We know Devin Haney a weight bully, and he ain't did that. Y'all, to put this in perspective, that'll be like Devin Haney coming from 135, 140, 147. That'd be like Devin Haney going from 135 to 154. Even though Devin Haney can do it. But then when he does, you would have to say, Well, then that means you was a weight bully. It's not like you're a kid and your body was still growing. You're a weight bully, man. And like I said, people say, I don't believe in weight bullies if you can make the scale. Then that means you don't believe fighters are drained. But if you really watch boxing, you know fighters can be drained. So you can't say you don't believe in it. Not when fighters have almost lost their life. Because I'll ask you one question. Have fighters almost lost their life trying to make weight? Yes. Oh, okay. Then they was a weight bully. Have fighters almost lost their life and they've made the weight? They went and fought and everything. Were they not a weight bully? Just because he made the weight and he almost died trying to make the weight? That don't mean he was a weight bully. See, y'all want to go on technicalities. We not doing that. You know, if somebody almost dies trying to make weight, that they should not be at that division. Period. Devin Haney had one fight at 140. What, maybe only because Devin Haney and Ryan Garcia was not a 140 fight because Ryan Garcia didn't make weight. But let's just say he had two fights at 140. He's at 147 already. Terence Crawford had one fight at 154 and skipped 160 and went straight to 168 to the top guy. You cannot compare it to Canelo Alvarez because Canelo Alvarez stayed at every division. When Canelo Alvarez went to 154, he was at 154 for a while. Then he went to 160. Then he was at 160 for a while. Then he went to 168. Then he's been at 168 ever since. He tried 175 and then came back down. So Canelo didn't just jump from 154 to 175 to fight Dimitri Bivol. That did not happen. And the same people were saying that Jermell Charlo shouldn't have took that fight because weight classes for a reason and all of those excuses. Y'all the same people that are okay with Terence Crawford fighting Canelo Alvarez, and y'all confident he's going to win. So I have to ask you, but you're not suspicious. Because then I got to ask you, well, am I wrong for telling Terence Crawford that he should fight David Benavidez if he wins? Just a question. Because David Benavidez said he had, so before people say he's at 155, 175, no, David Benavidez said that he will go back and forth between both divisions if the fights are right. He said if it's Terence Crawford and Canelo Alvarez, he'll fight him at 168. That's what David Benavidez said. We don't really have known David Benavidez to be capping too much. So I'm going to take the man on his word. Am I wrong for saying if Terence Crawford beats Canelo Alvarez, he should fight David Benavidez? And why I would say that, because name me a bigger fight for him at that point. Wouldn't that be a fight you want to see if he goes in there and destroys Canelo Alvarez? But if you say, no, David Benavidez is too much, but you don't think David Benavidez is too much for Canelo Alvarez, then how could you not be suspicious of Bud Crawford? So Canelo's not too much for Bud, but David Benavidez is too much for Bud. But David Benavidez is not too much for Canelo, who is smaller than Bud Crawford. So, do I think Bud Crawford can win this fight? Absolutely, I do. I'm about to go get a snack. After I make this video, I'm going to go get a snack. I definitely think Terence Crawford can win this fight. For sure. Do I think he's going to win? This is a... Canelo made it more 50-50 after the other night. I'm going to be honest with you. Canelo looks unmotivated when he's fighting lately. Sorry. Hate to say it. But Canelo a wild card. Because Canelo could just... He could be playing possum. Because remember, Canelo wasn't looking that impressive before he fought Jermell. And then he went out there and absolutely beat on Jermell. What has been Canelo Alvarez's best performance in like his last 4 fights? It's been Jermell Charlo. So I ain't sleep on Canelo at all because that high guard is crazy. And I'm not sure if Bud going to be able to keep him off of him. Because if Bud can't hurt him, he's in trouble. But since I got to go get a snack, Bud might be able to hurt him. I just want to know if Bud win this fight, am I wrong for asking for him to fight David Benavidez? I just want to know. Because if you're a real Bud fan, that's the biggest fight for him. Would you still want, because we probably wouldn't want to see Canelo Alvarez fight David Benavidez at that point no more. Correct? Probably not. But if Canelo beats Bud, all of y'all are going to want to see him fight David Benavidez, correct? So Canelo, but you said Bud is the best fighter in the world, but you don't want to see him fight. Boxing. Y'all already know what this is. Ding. By any means. And I holla at y'all.